Welcome to Musty Millennials. Today, we're raiding your walk-in closet of yesteryear and zipping up some memories that are bedazzled, bleached, and blessed by early 2000s reality TV. Maybe you were glued to what not to wear, mentally throwing out your own cargo pants. Or perhaps you dreamed of your own extreme makeover moment. Cue the slow turn mirror montage and emotionally manipulative music. Were you crushing on the Queer Eye Fab Five before it was cool, or just wondering what it took to get on MTV's Made to become a cheerleader, a rapper, or a better version of your painfully awkward self? Whether you lived for the before and after, feared the words fashion intervention, or secretly hoped a camera crew would ambush you in the mall, it's time to re-highlight those frosted tips because the glow-up is about to begin. Speaking of transformations, let's hand it over to our timelessly stylish hosts, who are both wearing brown today at the moment, Gina and Kyle.
Oh my God, back to the day that this was born when we both wore a full
Brown.
poop colored suit.
Full circle.
You're in a full poop colored suit right now.
Well,
tell the people what they're missing.
I'm wearing a brown sweater. I would say a rust color pajama pants.
Rust is generous. That is another form of brown on your legs.
And brown.
And you
socks.
also commented yesterday, you're like, ugh, I shouldn't have worn these. These like make me look like a boy.
Yes.
So you're just like a frumpy piece of poop.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And everything is comically oversized.
Yeah. You're entitled. When you're pregnant, you can wear a bag.
I have to. Also, there was a couple in there. Nothing annoys me more than in the open when he
gets the
says
ones-
something and it's like, fuck, I didn't have that one.
But did you align on the ones you're doing? Like, are you doing all of those?
Well, I sent him my research every time for printing purposes, and then he doesn't look at it. So I told him, I was like, you have it. You have what I want.
It's a lot of extra work.
To open a document.
But he spent an hour writing that open, which, by the way, was the best one. So all it shows is that you put a little attention to something and actually you're good at it.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Either way, it's fine. We're going to hit some really good ones. And this is like such a shocking, because obviously you'll get to this in the quiz part, but like I feel like they don't do this as much anymore in such an extreme fucking way as they did in the early 2000s.
Because everybody is perfect just the way they are.
No, because we're already doing all this stuff to ourselves, and it's not okay because now we're in a place where we lie about what we have done and we pretend like it's natural or it's just Botox.
Right.
And we don't want to...
more normalized, but it's also like we're in this place of like not body shaming and not like it's like very much self-love. So it is actually
who is actually living by that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like it's like this fucked
even
up twisted...
Lizzo just came out skinny.
No, that's what I mean.
The woman who was the actual example of body positivity is like,
well, same with Meghan Trainor. Like I hate her now.
Oh, everybody hates her now.
And she like changed the lyrics about being
what's
like
her name
heavier.
is also not fat anymore.
Adele.
Well, yes, and
she did it before the Ozempic
she was
craze,
like,
though.
She did it to actually be healthy.
Yes.
Justice for
Adele. We love Adele.
What happened to her?
Who's the fat funny one from Pitch Perfect?
I don't know. Oh, Rebel Wilson
she
also
looks so
sucks.
weird.
She came out
Same
and
with
said,
Jonah Hill.
You only really need 500 calories a day, and everyone was like, don't listen to her.
Like, that's insane.
Like, she's just trying to normalize, like, sick diet culture. But the thing is, what's changed is, like, there's this juxtaposition between, like, we don't body shame and, like, we're body positive while simultaneously also still doing the things that we did on these shows. Right. So it's, like, this, like, twisted sort of, like, we are, you know, quote-unquote, morally ahead of the game. When in reality, we're not because we're just doing it and we're framing it differently.
Well, so this is why I am very on air about my Ozempic, because
yes,
I think the most authentic thing to do is tell everyone that I am not positive about my own body, right, and I'm doing something about it, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm just getting skinny.
And
I did it a very specific way.
And technically it's cheating.
It is 1,000% cheating,
like, let's
and
all
I
just
need
be upfront about it.
what's the word? Report.
Yes.
That I'm not doing
I'm aware.
I'm not mentally tough enough to do it myself.
Right.
But you want to know what? I'm still going to fucking look good on the other end.
Exactly.
And
Who
I don't
cares?
feel bad about it.
Who gives a shit?
And you want to know what? I am going to be positive about that body because it's going to be skinnier.
Yes.
So I said it. I said it here. It's okay if you're fat, but I don't want to be.
Yes.
And that's where I'm at in this whole thing.
All
I
you
just
have
did
to
my
do is,
final thoughts.
Yes. All you have to do is make yourself happy.
Yeah.
And whatever that
what
looks
a nice
like.
spin.
Whatever
and
that
to
looks
me,
like.
being happy is millennial like craze around the perfect body.
Yes.
So I'm just going to go back to that
you-
really poisoned well and just sit in it.
Exactly. If you want
and
to get
take a bath in
so
it.
much fucking plastic surgery that you look like Kylie Jenner, God bless you, but like that's not what I view as happiness.
No. Kylie Jenner's one click too far.
Yes.
I would not hate a little plumping to the lips, but
Same, but I'm too scared.
see, that's the thing. Brandon says I can't do it, but I'm just going to do it.
Well, Brian told me I can't do it, but I'm also a chicken shit where like, what if I go too far and then I look fucking insane?
Then you just like take it out. They take it all out.
I know, but it's like, ugh, whatever. Anyway,
We're like getting into the thing.
Yes.
Should we talk about what made us feel old?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to roll your eyes at this one.
Oh, good.
As you know, because I've told you many times, I have been hit with a bug, and it's the MGK bug.
Dude.
Okay. So for those that haven't listened, Cliche is his new single.
And for normal people, MGK is Machine Gun Kelly.
He doesn't go by that anymore because he doesn't want to glorify the machine guns. He's perfect.
You're disgusting.
I love him. Okay, listen. So Cliche is his, I think first, although I know nothing about him except for what I just said, and that he has a baby with Megan Fox, but he doesn't do pop. So he came out with his pop song. I thought I was like getting in with Gen Z, and I was obsessed with this song the minute I heard it. And he has this music video that I like kind of like can't stop watching, and I'm like, wow, oh my gosh, I feel young, I'm like hip, and I love a new single that's out. Then I listened to an interview and they're like, oh, what's up with this song, change of like departure from what you normally do? And he's like, yeah, nostalgia is really big these days.
Oh my god.
So he did it ironically.
He's targeting you.
Yeah, he is. And he knew that he was like kind of like almost making fun of like boy band culture, and like I am sitting here in a frenzy like I was about boy bands, literally watching him do his choreographed dance with his like cool guy dancers behind him, like
being like, he's nailing
15.
it. Yeah, and he's like, I'm making fun of you,
and I'm on loop.
Yeah.
Imagine my surprise when I found out that not only does this not make me feel young, it makes me feel even older than I realized I should be feeling about this song.
Yeah.
So that was a real slap in the face.
Yes.
He literally in the interview was like, oh, this is the best part. So then, of course, I start spiraling on what's his background, what's his life.
Right.
And he like grew up loving Eminem, and then they were in a feud. And I was like, what could they possibly be in a feud about? And it's because he said that Haley, his daughter, was hot. And I'm like, but she's an infant. She was 16 at the time and he was 22. So he's an infant.
Yeah, I was going to ask how old he is.
Young. I don't know, actually. Don't ask me too many specifics.
Right.
I just know he's way younger than I understood him to be.
Yeah, dude.
Also, he has like fangs. Have you noticed that?
Well, and he painted his arm black.
He's 35.
No. Okay, so Kyle and I have a disagreement about this. Kyle thinks it's weird that he tattooed his whole body black, but now that I'm a super fan, I would like to say that that is a example of how strong he is. Can you imagine? His stamina.
What
and honestly, it's like kind of
what
hot.
happened to you?
Megan Fox talks about it on Call Her Daddy, and
now Megan Fox is the arbiter of what's hot.
No, but she's hot.
Yeah, she's hot, but MGK's not. I feel like hot chicks always go for these. So
I don't think
dudes.
he's hot, but if you watch the music video, he has so much swagger when he dances.
Calm down. I think
know.
You need
he's so skinny for my liking.
What happened to my
he's
wife?
too skinny for my liking, and his fangs are crazy. But like, he still could get it in that music video exclusively. No other time.
Are we talking about Colson Baker?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
That's his real name.
Colson?
Colson.
Oh,
he's like from Ohio or something.
Houston.
He also is cultured. Houston
Texas,
is what I said.
35 years old.
Oh, he's older than I thought.
6'4".
So that means that Haley's close to our age.
Yeah, but that makes sense because
which also is mind blowing. Yeah, he like lived abroad. He's cultured.
He lived abroad.
I don't know. I think I made that part up, but I'm not sure.
I feel like he's
Check
not
my facts.
cultured.
Also, he has a daughter that's older.
Oh, you're right. It says
And
Cleveland, Ohio, but it says he was born in Houston, so maybe he grew up.
in Cleveland, I think.
Yeah.
See, I know some things. And he.
The more I hear, the more I dislike.
Well, so he has an older daughter, not the baby with.
I
He's
know
got
that.
two kids, yeah.
And he talks about all the time in interviews how he's like, I tell her incessantly how beautiful and impressive and all these things that she is, so that she doesn't get sort of like seduced by men telling her that later. She's so confident that she's already those things that she'll never like fall into that trap by some random dude. Like, she doesn't need to be reminded by them. I'll tell her every day. And I'm like, I fucking love you.
Or he's turning her into a vain psycho.
That's a really, really different approach to what I just understood that to be. And I don't like you.
I'm just saying one or the other.
Smearing his name.
I'm not saying either one is correct. I'm just saying there are multiple outcomes of that tactic as a parent.
His parents were Christian missionaries, and he lived all over the place.
Okay, that part I left out because I don't love that fact.
No one loves that.
He lived in Kenya and Germany.
Okay, cultured. I'm just saying, like, let's make MGK hot.
Let's not.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there.
Yeah.
What's your feel old?
Okay, so my brother called me the other day, and he was just like telling me.
I feel like you feature Tom a lot in your feel olds.
Probably
just a meta statement.
Yes, but he referenced something, and he was like telling a story about how he was going out with his friends, and one of his friends, he was like, we were out till like 2:00 in the morning, and one of the people with us had a 6 a.m. flight the next day.
Oh, Jesus. Who can do that anymore?
That's 4 hours later. I just want to like set the scene. So
But
then
did he stay up? That's the real question.
I didn't ask because I got anxious about it. I was like, I
As you
can't
should.
even know. I remember back in the day when you're in your early 20s, that's the discussion is like, do you just stay up and catch your flight?
Right. And then maybe run the risk of falling asleep and missing it because you make it to like 1 hour before you're supposed to leave. Which
exactly.
does happen.
But like if it's a 6 a.m. flight, like you shouldn't sleep. But I got so anxious. I was like, who's partying the night before a 6 a.m. flight?
Also, that guy's going to be really hungover and miserable on that flight. It's not
going
going to feel
scary
good.
So bad. On the way back from one of our trips that we went on, I can't remember what it was, but I had to fly alone. And I was so dehydrated and so
It's
anxious.
not
I just
fun.
sat in the back of the plane for 3 hours with my head up against the seat in front of me. And I was like, you're going to live through this.
Well, honestly,
It was so bad.
that's what was my immediate thought is not just like, oh, like, wow, can he physically make it? Like, wow, if he can withstand the altitude feeling like that.
Garbage.
After
You're
like
youthful.
a bender, like you're superhuman.
You're strong.
Forget youthful. Like,
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I just got
But
so
they're not that
anxious.
much younger than us.
I was like, that's so
So
irresponsible. I can't stand it.
who's crazier? The fact that we can't hang or that they are still flirting with us?
I do think that from you had kids at this time, I didn't. So like my early 30s, I feel like I aged significantly from like 34 to now. Like that's when my real downfall happened.
Do you know for
my
one
early
second
30s,
I thought we were 34? I'm like, what are you talking about? Okay, got it.
So that's where like the early 30s, I still operated a lot like I was in my 20s. But I think I also read something recently that you have these like significant aging years and 34 is one of them.
Whoa.
So like you
I
hit,
saw that too.
you hit like certain
What is
milestones
it for
where
young
you
boys?
age really fast.
Because on the topic of our last podcast, they have a maturity curve that we should probably orient our drop dead youngest we can be attracted to.
Right.
So we should come back to that.
Yeah, we should.
But anyway, so 34 is a big year for us?
Well, allegedly, according to like what fucking wacko scientists, I just think that the early 30s, when I didn't have kids, I was still operating like I was in my 20s. I was still doing stupid shit like that. So like Tom's still there. He's like 32. His friends are in their 30 to
So
32
he's 2
era.
years away from being a dud like the rest
You
of us.
do start to slow down significantly in your 30s, but you're still pushing your limits.
Yes.
And then there's a certain point where you call it. And it's like, I'm not going to party till 2 a.m. and make a 6 a.m. flight. Like, that's out of the question.
I think that that's right. And I also agree with your previous statement, which says that when you have kids also impacts this.
Yes.
Because as we were talking about on one of our beloved shows, The Valley, Danny, who everyone's giving shit about for being drunk, what ends up happening is you don't do things like that except when you've been chained in the house because you have kids for months at a time and then you have one night out.
And you're like
And if you're
unleashed.
going to do that, you're going to party until the 6 a.m. flight.
Right.
So I do think I could have it in me.
Yes.
But I'd have to, right now I'm doing like a slow drip of like drinking in my home.
Right.
If I were to go back to like not doing that and then one night out, I think I could do what this
or
kid's
like if
doing.
right now we went on a trip and like even for
Well, we
my,
went to your bachelorette.
even my bachelorette though, but like we had a night of like we couldn't go out.
Yeah, there was a couple moments that didn't
We're like,
feel good.
no. And we like went to bed at a normal hour. We came back from dinner, I think 2 nights and just went to bed.
And honestly, it felt great.
And we had one huge day.
Which I didn't even make it that
But
far.
in our 20s at your bachelorette, we were partying every day, out late every
Well,
night.
let's actually just the juxtaposition. Out late every night, I then got dropped off, puked all over the lawn, rolled around in it, laid in it for a little bit, and then went to bed.
Yes.
Without a shower.
Yes.
That was my bachelorette.
Right. That was a great time.
So we've matured.
We have matured.
Okay, cool,
All of
cool.
us were showered and everything.
And honestly, I took a picture in the vomit, which you couldn't see the vomit in the picture, and I
Right.
looked stunning.
No,
it was
you
like
did.
one of my skinniest moments.
Yes, it was. And you talk about that picture a lot. And
I love it.
Need to remind
Do
you,
you know
that
why?
you are in puke.
I'm in puke. No one knows it, but
Yeah.
I look awesome.
yeah, you did look really good. You were very skinny.
Probably
at your
because I just
bachelorette.
puked, so
Yeah,
I was like
exactly.
tight.
You were all like snatched up.
Brandon, what made you feel ill this week?
Let's talk school illnesses.
I feel like we have.
Well, let's talk about the most recent one that we've went through.
What? Oh, I know where he's going with this. Because
Sure.
we talked about the tussin.
Yeah.
Right.
I got a call from the nurse. First thing, hey, everything's fine. Okay. She's got a red eye and it's itchy. I'm like, yeah, we've been dealing with allergies and we're giving her drops and stuff. Yeah, you gotta come pick her up. I'm like, it's allergies. It's not. What do you mean? She's like, well, she's really bothered by it. I'm like, I know, but we want to toughen our kids up, right? We don't want them to be like softies.
Yeah.
I had to go pick her up. She like guilted me into it. And then she was like, what was the eye like this morning? I'm like, yes,
She's fine.
it's allergies. There's no pus. There's nothing gross going on. It's literally allergies.
Well, to be clear, he's being a little self-righteous on our behalf. We did like take a bunch of crust off in the morning. So we weren't totally sure what it was, but
was
we were
allergies.
pretty convinced.
Yeah.
In retrospect, he's coming from a place of power, but
Yes.
we actually were this
There was some
firm
doubt.
in
But
our
like they made me feel
diagnosis.
they made me feel bad about it.
Well, yeah, no,
and-
they're fucking idiots. So I stand with Brandon, but I just want to say the facts of the situation were not as cut and dry.
they might have been a little,
He's
looser
flubbing.
around the edges. But anyway, when I would get sent home from school, I would either have to be like vomiting like The Exorcist,
Yeah.
or I would have 104 fever.
Yes.
Oh,
Like
easily.
those, that was it.
Yes.
Now it's just like,
Even when you tried to fake it, the nurse was on your mom's side. So you would go and the nurse is like, you can call
Get
your
back to
mom
work.
because like she knows
Well,
your
now
mom's
they
going to be like,
shame
go back to
us.
class.
Now they shame
That's
us.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, tell her part 2.
she had
Well, wait. So then we take her to the doctor. Sorry, he's not telling the full story. We take her to the doctor. He's like, this is allergies, which is why Brandon feels very confident in our
Right.
original diagnosis, which in retrospect, we were right, but we still sent her with it being unclear.
Right.
Then we get a note. It's allergies. We send her back. Brandon is like so excited to like put that in her
Yes.
little folder.
Also, you're a nurse,
Tell
ma'am.
your teacher, pass it on. It's allergies. So she takes the note. Next day, what happens?
get a call. She's got little bug bites or like a rash on her arm, and she's scratching it, and I got to pick her up. And then they guilt me again. Like, did you see this rash this morning? I'm like, yeah, but it was like little bug bites. Like she's like, but it's a rash, and she's scratching. We don't want it to spread. My head almost exploded.
He was
so
so mad.
I had to go back to the doctor, and he's like, yeah, this is like bug bites. This is like environment. Like, this is not a rash. It's
Right.
not contagious.
Right.
I'll give you some stuff to put on it to like make it better. But
Right.
like, it's not a big deal. I was like, can you give me another note so I can send her back to school? So I
He
had
was
to, I had
so
to do, I
mad.
had to put another note and send it back. I'm like, make
The
sure
next day-
your teacher sends this to the nurse.
Oh my God.
He was so
It's-
mad. He's like, what is she there for? Doesn't she have any training?
That's what I mean.
The nurse said this in Charlotte's presence that it looks like chicken pox.
Yeah.
So
like,
Charlotte thinks
what?
she has chicken pox. Charlotte and all kids today get the vaccine for chicken pox. So
She doesn't have fucking chicken pox.
It's not a thing anymore.
This nurse should
No
be
kids get
fired.
chicken pox.
This
Can we
nurse is
start a
spreading this false
campaign?
rumor.
When's the last time a kid got a pox?
That's what I mean.
Like,
Well,
I want to know.
Smallpox or monkeypox are
Well,
probably
different
coming
pox,
back.
chicken pox. I want to be clear. When's
Yeah.
the last time?
I don't know.
Years.
Yeah, they don't
Me in
exist
1996, I
anymore.
had
Well, now
the
with
I still
RFK,
have-
though, they might be back. But
Yeah, I
until
still
then, let's
have,
be self-righteous about it.
I still have
for
some
sure.
chicken pox scars on me.
You
Dude,
see
this
where I
nurse
got these scars?
Sucks. I'm mad about that too.
It's
It
annoying.
was wild.
Well,
And
the nurse used to always send me back to class.
The nurse was tough and would like
And be like, "You're fine."
and the nurse could read
because
out your,
kids
your
are trying
bullshit.
to get out of shit.
Yes.
Even at Charlotte's age in first grade, that's when you start your tactic begins, or like
well,
you have like a
see her
fucking bad
addiction
day.
to TV. All she wants to do is be sent home to watch TV.
Exactly.
She is incentivized to be sick.
Oh,
All
my
of them
stomach
are.
hurts.
And that's
Go
why
in.
you need a hard ass nurse who's like, "Bitch, go back to class. You're fine."
And if something bad happens in school, like she gets yelled at for talking or
Right.
something like that, she's going to feel bad and then
Go to the nurse and
get a little
try and
stressed.
get home.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a huge
And
tactic.
the nurse is just like, "Oh, your stomach hurts. Let me call it. Like, I'll get you home. Don't
Right.
worry."
Well, I'm not gonna say all the details because it's not our business, but our neighbor showed us a master class in how to deal with the school. There was something that they did similar but much more intense and different, but with one of her kids. And instead of just talking shit about them on a podcast, what she did is decide to take it into her own hands and wrote the most bomb ass,
Yeah.
like, whip them into shape. How dumb can you be without saying it in any unprofessional ways? Email that I've ever seen. And literally, I have never felt more respect. I will put honor on her name for as long as she is a mother and beyond.
Yes.
She is a masterclass.
Yes.
It was really good.
I wish I could read it. I'll ask her permission, and if I can, I'll bring it on the next
We can
pod.
bleep names and stuff.
Well, yeah. But either way, shout out Val Roy. You are a fucking legend.
You're a hero,
You are a hero.
an
and a saint.
inspiration to us all.
Yeah, thank you. Let's end with that. All right, so let's go to makeover shows.
Yes.
How are we getting into this? There's so much to do.
There's so much to do. So I was going to start with what not to wear. It was one of the most long running ones.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that show? Because me and Allie watched that.
Yes, but I wasn't a diehard, and I think I remember this, but you can tell me if this is a real fact, that the hosts end up getting in a big feud.
Now I think they hate each
Like,
other
currently.
But maybe they're trying to amend. I feel like there's a picture of them recently or something. But like they had a huge falling out.
It's a guy and a girl.
Yes.
I don't remember much.
Stacey London, dark
Yes.
hair, now has like that cool gray thing going.
Yeah, she's like trying to lean into aging.
Yes, and then
so appropriate for today.
Exactly. And then Clinton Kelly, who of Queer Eye.
Wait, what?
He was one of the OG Queer Eye guys.
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't he Clinton Kelly?
No, you might be right.
I'm thinking Cressley. That's who I'm thinking of.
Oh, I do love Cressley.
I did conflate them. You're absolutely right. They're different fucking people. So it ran for 10 years on TLC.
Oh my gosh.
And so like the premise was friends or family nominated someone with a poor fashion sense in their family, which is already hurtful enough. Like what if you were nominated?
It's so much shame.
And then the host surprised them with a brutal critique of their wardrobe. Like they go in and are like, dress you down. Like, this is fucking ugly.
Put them in like a 360 mirror type situation.
And make them try things on and then shame them and be like, why this is fucking ugly.
I was actually talking about even when they first get there, maybe they critique them in their homes, but I thought I remember them standing in their like pathetic clothes.
Well, they bring them
on a pedestal.
They bring them to them. So they surprise them, bring their wardrobe and then point out all the things that are wrong with it. And then they're like, hey, we'll give you a $5,000 shopping spree, which today would be nothing.
Yeah.
But only if they follow specific fashion rules. So they have to agree to like fucking like not push back. Like the whole new Queer Eye on Netflix is very much like we want you to feel comfortable. Yes. This was like we're telling you what looks good, like, and I don't give a shit if you like it. This is the standard.
You're despicable. Yes. Get in line.
Yes. So the format obviously ambush. 2, throw out their clothes on camera. Oh my God. Very rude. Teach fashion do's and don'ts, and then they do a shopping montage and a makeover reveal.
Also, why are those two credible? Who are they? Like, why do I give a shit what Stacey London thinks about what's cool to wear?
I mean, they were in like the fashion industry. I don't know her pedigree, but so like they weren't just like random people.
They could be.
They could be, but am
I expected to know that?
I think I would run under that assumption just because I blindly trust everyone and they're not going to fucking steer me wrong.
Maybe we should ask more questions. Maybe that's why we're in this situation.
Yes, I should. And ironically, I am usually a skeptic, but for these, I'm just taking it at face value.
Honestly, you know? I respect it.
Yeah, I think I just have to. So the impact, it became a cultural staple, turning fashion into empowerment. It helped define the era's makeover aesthetic, which was something that like in the early 2000s, we got really fucking into image. We know this. It was like post 90s heroin chic, 2000s, you have to be fucking skinny as shit and make sure your eyebrows are gone. Like
oh my God.
The way that we saw body image changed completely.
Yes.
And the makeover show emulated that. And this was sort of like forming that premise a little bit.
Well, and kept it to be documented forevermore, which is even more embarrassing.
Although, and as harsh as they were, the people who like were ambushed, because it wasn't like nice. It wasn't like they volunteered for the show. It was like someone else was like, they fucking dress like shit.
Yeah, bad style.
Get him on the show. And then you're publicly shamed on television. It did have some things that were like, oh.
Let's make you feel good.
Yes. You know, like Tan France in Queer Eye is like, I love him because he's like, this is what looks good on your body. And like some people just don't know.
Well, and I think that's partially the easiest thing to solve.
Right.
So once they tell you that, you're like, oh, of course
this
I can look nice.
This does look better. You
know?
I
don't need
or
to
like
be wearing low-cut jeans.
Right, exactly. Yes. So like there was elements of it that like taught people things, which I think is why it lasted for 10 years, is like people got really into fashion and how, you know.
I get it.
At home.
Although the one thing I will say about that is I've tried to follow the TikTokers, the Instagrams, whatever. Like fashion is so very specific to the individual, so they're not teaching us anything.
Right.
But that's fine.
But fit is something you can teach.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You know what I mean?
A little tailored look.
Right.
Okay.
People at work who like wear the same style of thing every day and it's like really plain, so it's just obvious that like you're just wearing the same outfit in different colors every day.
But do you respect that or you're shaming that?
No, I wear the same pair of pants every day. Like I have one pair of pants that I love and I just bought them in 18 colors. Like I respect that. But it's more so like if someone told me how to expand my repertoire and like, oh, these things that you never thought of before would look really good on you, I would value that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's something where it's just a little bit eye-opening. So
well, that's like when they ask you what's your body shape and they give you all these things, pear, triangle.
And like, am I a pear?
Well, that's what I wanted to know. What are you? I just feel like a SpongeBob. So I don't know what shape that is.
I think I'm like top and bottom heavy, which is ironic.
Well, that's how women are supposed to be, mostly more bottom, and I'm the opposite.
Yeah, you're like Mr. Incredible.
No, I'm SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, anyway.
All right, so the next one, Extreme Makeover.
Okay.
This one was on ABC.
Wait, this is different than What to Wear?
Yes.
What's
What
Extreme
not to
Makeover?
wear.
I'm going to tell you.
Oh, tell me more.
Okay. The premise of this was on for 5 years on ABC.
Okay.
Unlike fashion-only shows, this offered full body transformations.
Ooh.
Plastic
risky.
surgery, dental work, fitness training, and styling. So everyday people with low self-esteem or trauma around their appearance were selected on the show.
I don't think I watched this.
So the format was there's an initial self-assessment and then like a wish list of like what they want.
Okay.
These are the things I want to change about myself. These are the things I need.
Did they elect themselves to be on?
Yes.
Okay.
That changes things because you're not ambushed and being like, you're fucking fat and ugly.
Please help me.
Which they have to do if it's like plastic surgery. Like that's
yeah.
serious.
I mean, that's
you
a
can't
risky
nominate
business.
someone for plastic surgery. That's like a bridge too far.
Yeah.
So they had weeks of surgery, recovery, and then training. And then the third part of the show was the big reveal in front of family and friends. Obviously came with controversy. It was criticized for promoting unrealistic beauty standards and making self-worth too dependent on physical appearance. That is the theme of basically every single fucking one of these shows.
Of course. Wait, what's it called?
Extreme Makeover.
But this just gives me Extreme
The
Makeover Home.
Yeah, it's not that.
That's
Because
Ty
that was the
Pennington.
spin-off with
That's
Ty
what
Pennington.
I keep finding. So
That show was good.
Do
original.
Extreme Makeover show.
Got it. All that comes up is
Not Home.
Edition.
Not
but that's
Home.
okay. Keep going.
It's also crazy that they used this name and then spun it off to like your home.
well, it's like, okay, so
And your home gets a full
the body
lift
is
and
now
yeah.
the body's
And
now
that
a
was a
hot
nicer
topic.
show.
It was.
Well, the body's now a hot topic, so we might as well turn it into everything around you that we can criticize.
Right.
I feel like that I respect the pivot.
This was one of the first ones because it was 2002, was one of the first shows to normalize elective plastic surgery for mainstream viewers.
What kind of surgeries are we talking about? Like a little bitty nose job or like a tummy tuck?
It varied.
Okay.
Because it was like they had their initial assessment and they said what they wanted to change.
So they're a little bit in the driver's
and a
seat,
lot
which
of
I
them,
agree with.
yes, they were, and I'm certain there was limits based on how much, like money was invested in this, but they saw like doctors and nutritionists and physical therapists and like were fitness trainers and stuff. So it was like
This feels
a
like something I
long
would
fucking
actually like to
process.
be a part of.
Yes. And because at the beginning of the 2000s, I feel like was starting when like we're talking about plastic surgery. Now it's a completely different game, but like this normalized like people getting it without it being like
It being taboo.
whispering about a nose
Yeah.
job.
So
Wait, hang
Makeover
on.
Edition.
I need to make this. No, not Makeover Edition. Extreme Makeover. End
what I
of
meant.
sentence.
Okay. It's nowhere on the webs.
It exists.
I'm just telling you, it's like a figment of your imagination.
Gina, I'm going to fucking kick your ass right
I
now.
don't see it. All I see is Ty Pennington.
No, just,
Oh, here we go. Got it.
yeah, the plastic surgery.
Howard Schultz created it. Oh, it was men too?
Yeah, it was like anyone who had like trauma or wanted to change their life. I think they did like fucking hair transplants and stuff.
It's honestly kind of like Queer Eye, but just more toxic.
Totally more toxic. And it did like, there is valid, I think, controversy over the way it normalizes how you're supposed to be looking. And like, if you have trauma and like issues of self-worth, like the only thing that's going to fix it is fucking plastic surgery. It's like,
Yeah.
maybe just like try therapy first and then go from there. Or like an exercise or something, or just like fucking feel good about, yourself. Don't just like change your whole face.
Yeah, that's fair.
But there is an element of, if you want plastic surgery, fucking get it. Who cares? So then the Swan is probably the most fucking controversial one.
I'm obsessed
They
with it.
call this dystopian level extreme.
Do you remember it? I have primary research all in my brain from when I watched it.
Yes, but it like freaked me out. It was nicknamed the most twisted reality show ever made. That's how fucked up people
I
thought
think
this
that's
show was.
directly
And it was
correlated
2
with how much I
seasons.
love it.
Each episode followed 2 women who underwent plastic surgery, dieting, therapy, and coaching, but only one was chosen to move on to a beauty pageant finale. So every episode in the series was 2 women versus
I
each
didn't
other.
remember that part.
And then whoever wins, they go to the end of the season and they compete in a beauty pageant.
And I remember the reveals. Because
Yes.
also, think about the timing on these. They would get major reconstructive surgeries.
No, like-
these would have to be over a year's long
You're
time.
a completely different person.
Yeah,
It was
wild.
really long. One of the doctors on the show was Terry Dubrow, later of Botched fame on E, right? That was E.
And Real Housewives of Orange County, more
And yes,
importantly.
Heather Dubrow's husband.
Correct.
So they're
Who's weirdly got a really ugly, puffy face and bad work done, which is kind of ironic.
It's very ironic, especially since he was like, I'm going to fucking fix your bad plastic surgery.
He's
Take a look at your wife.
Gotta
Also,
go.
she's just getting old.
no. I don't mean her. Oh, savage. I think Heather looks great.
Oh, okay.
I meant
I feel like she doesn't look that good.
she doesn't look great. Like
But I think it's just because she's old.
I just meant Terry's personal face
Terry's face sucks.
is insane.
Yeah.
He needs plastic
He's got like
surgery
one of those
so
like
bad. The
old man
big
bubble
nose.
noses. You know what I mean? Like the cartoon, like, whoa.
By the way, he specializes, or maybe that's Paul. One of them specializes in nose job. And actually, if it's Paul, his
What's
partner.
his name? Nassif or
Nasser?
Nasser.
I think.
No, Larry
Nasser?
Nasser. Isn't that the rapey gymnast guy?
Yeah, it is. Maybe I'm putting those two together.
Malouf.
So, Malouf.
Adrian Malouf.
Thank
That's how I
you.
got there.
The Malouf hoof.
Yes.
So anyway, Paul specializes in nose jobs, who is his business partner. So wouldn't he just get a nose job?
Right. And don't they talk to each other and be like, I can't fucking look at this face anymore? You know, like you guys have been such a duo for decades, it seems.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, back to the Swan.
So
What
the procedures
a crazy
included
time.
rhinoplasty, breast augmentation, liposuction, veneers, literally fucking everything.
Jesus.
Then the ultimate, quote, Swan pageant, top contestants competed for a crown. Controversy, of course, was the major backlash for ethical reasons, body image issues. The idea of competitive plastic surgery was a really bad idea because it pitted two women against each other. They both got procedures. And then at the end of it, they only picked one to go to the beauty pageant. So like, even after all your bullshit that you just changed your whole
You're
image,
still not
you're
good
still
enough.
not good enough. So that was why this
Wow.
was a really fucking twisted show. Legacy remains a cautionary tale about reality TV excess and a bridge too far, which I think is hilarious.
Well, they essentially called it the Swan because they were considered the ugly ducklings.
Right.
Which is the funniest thing. It's like literally they're like, you are an ugly
and then
duckling.
some of them were still ugly ducklings because they lost in their episode.
Which is crazy.
Which is like, we're going to give you veneers and suck the fat out of your body and give you a nose job and like dye your hair and
That's
fix
insane.
you. And then you're still going to be ugly duckling lady.
Do you want 9 jaw-dropping details about the Swan?
Sure.
Of course we do.
The women weren't told in advance that it would be a competition.
Savage.
Brandon.
Their, quote, ugly duckling photos were staged to be as ugly as possible.
That surprised me.
One doctor had a massive outburst over a patient simply having questions. Show creator filled in as the life coach when the hiree for the life coach dropped out of the show.
Oh my God, that's so problematic.
Some of the women had to pay for their own surgical repairs after the show. One woman had to foot
Lawsuit.
a $10,000 bill.
Lawsuit.
Even one of the producers felt they were doing wrong. The doctors performed months worth of surgery in 2 weeks.
Yikes.
That's so dangerous. And also what it sounds like is because if the doctor's going to flip out, they didn't elect what they did. Like the other one where they did their self-inventory, like this is what I want to change about myself, extreme makeover.
They told
this
them
one,
what was
this
wrong
is
with
what we're
them.
doing, and said we're doing it, and this is what's best for you. So they didn't have any like autonomy over what was happening.
Wow.
This is the most fucked up show that could
Yeah.
ever have graced our
I
television
really did
screens.
love watching it. People,
But these women were like tortured. But I found one article from 2024 from the Sheboygan News.
excuse me.
I know it's a reputable source about a chick who was on it and is still happy about it though because she was like bullied and when she was younger and like this sort of gave her
Changed
the
her life
image
for
she
the
wanted.
positive.
But
so 1 out
Was
of
her name Cook?
20 women.
I don't remember what her name was. I just wrote down Sheboygan because that's all that mattered to me.
Honestly, that I want to go watch this bad.
No, it honestly probably would be
Can you
scrubbed
watch
from
it
the
anywhere?
airwaves.
I'm gonna find out. Keep going.
All right. Well, that one was just the most fucked up on the pinnacle. I have 3 more that we can just rush through because a lot of them are now just similar premises because they just piggybacked off of each other and we're like, we'll try it. And it was like network to network. So they did Ambush Makeover on Fox.
Okay.
The producers, and they had something a little different. Like in this one, producers would literally pull random people off the street and give them a total fashion and beauty makeover in under a day.
Whoa.
The vibe was like fast-paced, fun, transformation-focused, without the emotional depth of some of these longer shows. Like
Okay.
the other 3 were, I think, a little bit more like you connected emotionally with these
And
people.
like it was life changing.
Yes, and so they would surprise the person in public, take them to stylists, hair, makeup, reveal them to friends and family, literally at the end of the day.
That's kind of fun. I do that one.
That one's fun. And then it was notable for making like the idea of a quote makeover on demand feel possible for regular people. So like you can
Okay.
do this all in a day. These are
I
simple
can get
things.
down with that.
They're attainable. Like this is just something like fun. But I would feel victimized coming up to and being like, you need a makeover.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Like-
and honestly, it's like, do you want to put yourself out there, even if
Right.
you look great at the
And
end?
I'm certain there is obviously like rules, but if they're going to offer me thousands of dollars to do this in a day and I don't have to fucking foot the bill, like I might just say yes to say yes.
Yes.
But then you might be embarrassed when your show airs.
Yeah, but maybe I can get over that.
Yeah, I guess. Or be like, I am ugly. All right, so the next show is How Do I Look? This was also a long one on the Style Network.
Wait, how do I look?
Yes. I don't really remember this one, but it was on for a long time. But the Style Network probably wasn't in my like arsenal
Style
of
Network
shows.
wasn't cool.
They had like these 2 hosts that I don't know. premise was participants were nominated by, quote, fashion victim intervention teams, usually family and friends. The twist was the participant would see fashion critiques from their loved ones on camera.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like
so
they would bully them and then show it back.
Would be
to
like,
them?
Yeah, like if I was
Hey,
nominating
Kyle,
you, I'd be like, Gina
you look
wore
like a
this
potato.
really fucking ugly outfit the
Yeah,
other
but you
day.
say
like,
that shit to my face, it wouldn't bother me.
yeah, but
Like the
I
yellow
guess
shirt
maybe
that you've shamed me publicly on here.
it was still really ugly.
And you said it to my face that day. That's real friendship.
Yeah, it is.
I don't need a show.
But I don't think that, I think the premise of this was like people
you
didn't
don't
know
have-
they were doing a bad job.
And you don't have the answers. You just have rude criticism. Because
I
you're
would've-
wearing a full brown poop suit. So
We're in the comfort of your home. I'm allowed to wear whatever the fuck I want here. So that was a weird one, but it was really, really long. And then it said they would choose between outfits styled by their loved ones versus the expert host.
I love that.
So like people would choose, what looked better.
You know what I like about that? It's like, okay, you want to talk shit about me? Put your money where your mouth is.
Yes,
Tell me what to wear.
That's exactly what your
asshole.
point just was.
Yeah,
If
and
you
you know
can't
what?
just
You
tell
would
me my
fail that
clothes are ugly.
challenge. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
fuck you. I would not.
It's easy to, say the things.
Well, you
Gina, how would you dress me?
I don't even know where to start with you. Over the past, how long have we been together? 12 years. I've
14.
just chipped away, 14 years chipped away at the things I don't like. I have no solutions. So I guess I'm just as
You're
bad.
the same.
Yeah.
But also, you still ask me for my advice when you have to go somewhere and you're like, which dress should I wear?
Of
Because
course
I'm going
I
to
do.
tell you what looks better.
Also, I come to you. I know my friend's strengths. Like, if I need to buy something that is high quality and the best basic comfy thing, I'm asking you. If I have to go somewhere a little fancier and need to understand what is the appropriate thing in a professional environment but still looks good, I go to Laura.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
No offense, I'm not coming to you on that.
No, I'm not offended.
Wedding
in my
dress, I
poop
do
brown
ask
suit.
you. You're in your poop brown. But you want to know what? I bet that poop brown is really comfortable.
It's so comfortable.
See, so
I mean, I've
this-
been wearing it for 24 hours.
This is the
Everyone here
lesson.
knows that.
You don't need these shows. You just need to know where to get advice from and what people's strengths are around
Exactly.
you. Just do the work.
Yeah, and I'm definitely going to tell you if something's ugly.
Oh, yeah, I expect that.
I actually like it.
What?
And I think you enjoy that too, telling me when I look stupid.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, so the last one here is a makeover story, also on TLC, 2000 to 2005. So this was the earliest one. But the format was like simple, low drama, 30-minute episodes followed two people, often friends or couples, getting hair, wardrobe, and makeup redone for like a life event.
Interesting.
Like a wedding, an engagement party, a fucking graduation.
I feel like we've gotten shorter and shorter term in each
Yes,
of
and
these
this one
iterations.
is, because it was the earliest, it's 2000. The other ones were 03, 03, 04. 2002 was Extreme Makeover, 2003. So this was technically the first one, and I think it was like dipping their toe in the pool.
I feel like
of
the
like, how are we gonna receive
Swan
this?
was way later.
The Swan was 04.
Really?
04 to 05, but it was 2 seasons.
Wow.
But this one was just like kind of, it was feel good, straightforward, without snark or emotional manipulation of the later minute shows. So it was like, let's take the temp on how people are responding to Makeover, the premise, because there were 30 minutes dumb. It was like two people are like, let's just like get a fucking nice outfit for, our anniversary.
It's like one night only.
Exactly.
Also, this is similar to how we watch back Tyra's show,
And
American
TM.
Next Top Model, and like some of the critiques are totally out of line.
Oh, absurd.
And then now they're all coming out saying that they have like emotional like distress.
Well, that was kind of an honorable mention when I was researching this.
Oh,
Is, like,
yeah,
it
what do
kept
they say
popping
about
up
it?
is that like it fell in the same category, but it was like for modeling. So like these women are
they're
subscribing
going
themselves.
into an industry where they're expecting to be critiqued.
Yes, exactly. So like it didn't really feel like it fit this premise, but that
I
was a
kind
great
of
show.
subscribe to that.
Yeah.
But in the same way the rest of these do, you do apply it to yourself. So it's probably still not good in the sense of like they're critiquing them around traditional beauty
Right.
standards that even if you're not in the modeling industry, you're watching and then trying to like
1000%.
subscribe to.
But like their defense is like it's for models, and so like if you're taking it different
Like
at home, that's
the
fucking
fact
on
that
you.
you think that this is about you is laughable.
Yes, exactly.
You fat
Like
slob
grow
on
up.
the couch.
Tyra actually will just send you a video saying we're not talking about you, fatso.
Yeah, and also how ironic that she later got kind of chubby.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Tyra's
water
Tyra.
always finds its level, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so any other shows? I was trying to think if there's any other ones that I could think of. I don't think so.
Yeah, no, Makeover Story I don't remember, but it was a really big hit for TLC that really helped set the stage for all the entire makeover boom of the 2000s.
Okay, so you
this
didn't
really was like
start
the first
with
five.
the OG.
No, but I don't think it really is an OG because it's like kind of forgettable and dumb. It was like really just like a palate cleanser for like what are we capable of doing in this
And then
genre.
we took it and we were like,
And
let's
then we
make
went-
a whole 10-course
Cut
meal.
to 4 years later, The Swan. And the most fucked up TV show to ever reign.
I really want to hang up the cleats right now and go watch it. Like, I'm like really, really excited.
Real quick, can we talk about MTV's Made?
Oh, yes, that was the one that you
That
mentioned.
was a really left field answer.
Listen
but
to
that's
this,
not
though.
about like how you look.
But listen, 15 seasons, 303 episodes. It had a run.
Yeah, I don't remember
It had
that.
a run.
What was the premise of Made? Did they come on saying fix this thing? Or
No, it would follow different people, mainly teenagers, who wanted to be, quote, made into things like singers, athletes, dancers, skateboarders, etc. They were joined by a made coach,
Oh
an
my God,
expert in their
yeah,
chosen
dude.
field,
I forgot.
who tried to help them. So, like, for season 1, Diana was made into a cheerleader. The Sly Caps were made into a band. Mike is made
Yeah,
into
and
a
you had
basketball
an
player.
expert from what you wanted to
they
be.
would like go into the high school with you. It was so weird.
Beans is made into a high school graduate. I mean,
All right,
maybe your name
Beans.
shouldn't be Beans.
Good for you, Beans.
Wait, that's crazy.
Also, wasn't Beans the guy in?
yeah, even Stevens
Yeah.
went there immediately as well.
Yeah, he's now he sings heavy metal.
Cool beans.
Beans. I saw.
way.
I
Stop
saw a
talking
picture.
about
of
You
him.
know what? Cool beans.
Yeah, nice. Cool Beans. Beans.
You know what I think is funny? So we were obsessed, and you sort of said this yesterday about your cousin's daughter, her obsession with her skincare routine.
Oh, yeah.
So we were obsessed with being thin. Gen Z is obsessed with their skin.
Yeah.
Like they are like, yeah, we're body positive, we're cool with curves, but like one
Self-care.
blemish or like not dewy
Yes.
skin, you're disgusting.
Well, and like it's very weird how the fixation needs to be somewhere.
Yeah, and right now it's skin.
I would, in high school, I played field hockey. And so I would go to practice every day after school and I would have like almonds for lunch. Like,
Oh my
what was
God,
wrong with
the
me?
handful of almonds? And then you were
Almonds.
worried that if you ate more than 6, it was like I went from being healthy to like overeating.
And then, like, how did I go to practice? Well, cut to me eating two peanut butter and fluff sandwiches on Eggo waffles after practice.
of course you did. Of course you
Because
did.
it's called balance. You know what I mean? Like, I'll pretend to be anorexic with the other bitches at school. And then when I get
Go home and do the real,
I'm gonna
the
fucking
Lord's work.
actually eat.
Yes, that is hysterical.
Is that a transition into our quiz?
Sure.
Yes, it
Do
is.
you want to talk a little Gen Z?
Yeah.
So they don't have the same shit.
Well, because
So-
we outlawed this stuff. This isn't appropriate.
So I did just makeover shows, which include things like Home Edition, because they don't have problematic shows like the Swan. And honestly, I feel sorry for them and happy for them in the same moment.
Yes.
Right? Like they missed out on something so absurd, but like they're not going to have the mental damage around it.
Right.
You know what I mean? We had what not to wear.
Yep.
One that you mentioned.
Yep.
What is Gen Z's equivalent that mixes fashion, vulnerability, and self-expression?
Queer Eye.
No. Do you want some multiple choice?
Yes, I do.
Project Runway, Next in Fashion, Say Yes to the Dress, or America's Next Top Model?
A or C.
Both wrong.
Really?
Next in Fashion, B.
What the hell is next in fashion?
Guess who was a host of it?
Who?
Tan France.
Oh, I love him.
And Alexa Chung, who's that?
I thought she was a news person.
Yeah, same.
Oh, no, she's the...
You're thinking of Connie Chung.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Connie Chung. Alexa Chung is like that fashion chick. You'll always see her like...
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I feel like she's just like a fashion socialite vibe.
Okay, cool.
She might actually be a designer.
Yeah, it sounds like a designer.
I can't remember. If you see her picture, you'll be like, oh, her.
I'll look her up right
Yeah.
after this. All right, Gen Z's version of Extreme Makeover Home Edition is what?
Fixer Upper?
That's one of the options. That's not right, though.
I love Fixer Upper.
I've never seen it.
You've
Fixer
never
Upper-
seen it?
No.
If you start watching it, you're going to get addicted because Chip and Joe are
I don't have time.
amazing.
Oh, Chip and Joe.
You always have plenty of time.
Honestly,
You
Chip
were
and Joe,
literally
I know.
watching The Voice on your phone.
Yeah, that's true.
You can find the time.
There's
You
not-
always do.
There's not enough Bravo shows on right now to wet my palate.
I know. So Fixer Upper might be good. Start from the beginning, and it'll get like inspo for your house. And
Are they
their
still
dynamic
married?
is fun. Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll watch it. The answer is Dream Home Makeover, though.
Oh, okay.
With its cozy aesthetics and influencer power couple Shay and Sid McGee, it's a Netflix home reno dream Gen Z streams on repeat.
That's really weird.
Never heard of it.
Because I sometimes will get in phases where like home reno stuff is like fun to watch because
Yeah.
it's like relaxing and easy, and it'll be
Honestly,
like, oh, that's
I
cute.
kind of want to watch one right now.
And then like you absorb it and you're like, "Ugh, I'm going to have a beautiful house one day because I'm just like soaking it all in.
right, it's just like by osmosis.
Yes, exactly. I'm not
Okay.
like taking notes or anything, but like one day I'm going to be like, you know
Well,
what?
you're
I
gonna
get it
feel
now.
like it's your gut, but actually, it's just you recognizing.
It's just
the
like
pattern.
Joanna Gaines telling me that like
exactly.
this looks cute.
Totally.
Yeah.
I can get into that. So Fixer Upper it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had Pimp My Ride. What's Gen Z's car content guilty pleasure?
Whoa. Oh, Top Gear.
What the fuck is that? That's not the answer. Is
that a thing?
No, that's a good guess, but
It
that's
sounds like
not
Top
Gen
Gun.
Z.
Hype
Yeah.
House, Supercar Blondie, Hot Wheels Legends Tour, Jay Leno's Garage.
Jay Leno's Garage.
No, because I think that's more for us. Supercar Blondie.
I don't know what that is.
Me either. A TikTok and YouTube favorite. Gen Z loves over-the-top futuristic cars with insane features.
I don't.
And
need
honestly,
that.
they can't take credit for that because Pimp My Ride is exactly the same, just real crazy.
I mean,
version.
like, I want an O.J. Simpson Bronco, but like that's just not where we're at.
Yeah, I think that's right.
You know, we just have very different wants.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think we know our lanes.
Yes.
Which modern reboot became Gen Z's emotional glow up and life advice guide?
Queer Eye.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Queer
The
Eye.
Fab Five reboot.
I mean,
of
I
Queer
cry
Eye.
every episode. It's so good.
It's so good. Which YouTube streaming format do Gen Zers use to get makeover inspiration most frequently?
Oh, get ready with me.
It's just TikTok transformation videos. Oh.
GRWM.
Grum.
Yeah. I see
Grown
that acronym
woman.
and every time have to like process.
Grown woman. That's what I think. We've talked about this
Yes,
before.
we have talked about this. I'm still not getting it though.
Yeah. It's just now it's
reject
at
it.
the point where I just like try not to keep up with the acronyms.
No, I just can't.
Let's just stick with STFU. That's all I know.
Right.
Shut the fuck
And
up.
LOL.
Yeah, I mean LOL is a staple.
G2G.
I saw something on
LMAO.
Instagram the other day that millennials, which I could not agree more. I do it so much. Can't end any text message without LOL or haha.
100%. I'm way too far.
Gotta go. LOL.
Yeah. Gotta go. LOL. Like that's not funny.
G2G. Okay, which of the following creators is most associated with Gen Z's DIY makeover aesthetic? Bobby Burke, Mr. Kate, Joanna Gaines, or Martha Stewart?
The second one.
What was it?
I don't remember. It's the only name I didn't recognize.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Mr. Kate.
See, that's deduction.
Known for
Yeah.
chaotic, colorful room transformations that speak to Gen Z's creative, budget savvy
Well, it's
vibe.
not Martha. Let's just fucking call
Well,
it
and
spade a
Joanna
spade.
is us, as you just proved. So
Exactly.
it was Bobby Burke or Mr. Kate. Who's
Bobby Burke. Bobby Burke is who used to be on Queer Eye for the Houses, isn't
Oh.
he? And then they got the new guy Jeremiah, and I love Jeremiah, and I
gotta
love Bobby too. I was sad, but Jeremiah was a good replacement.
I got to look up Bobby Burke. You're right. I think I know who
Is
he
that
is.
that's who he is, right?
I think. Let me see. Wait, they replaced him?
They replaced Bobby. Bobby left, and then they brought in this guy Jeremiah, who's married to someone famous, so you would know his husband.
Okay, we got to dig into this.
Yeah, honestly, I did a deep dive, and Jeremiah cries every episode too, so that's why I love him.
So he's like filling that place.
He's so cute.
That's all she wrote, folks, on our quiz.
All right, so that
How'd
was
you do?
tricky.
I wasn't keeping track.
I only got one right, and it was by the power of deduction.
Great. I like your reasoning skills though.
Yeah.
And thank you for taking us on that ride with you.
Yeah, it was really fun. The Swan is really eye-opening and
I know.
terrifying.
What's your final thoughts on this?
Well, I think that we really pushed the limits of what's fucking appropriate because I think in the millennium, we were still trying to calibrate like how we deal with makeovers, how we deal with plastic surgery,
Yeah.
how we deal with quote unquote like body positivity while also not victimizing fucking people. And we took it too far.
Yeah.
But we reeled it back in, and now it's just like if you want to get plastic surgery, get plastic surgery. And we're obviously still going to have problematic people who
Yes.
are, you know, like
Taking
the
it
Rebel
too far.
Wilsons or Lizzo or like all these people who pretend they're body positive and then just get skinny, and I feel betrayed.
Totally. I was
But
like, you let me believe that it was okay to be fat and then just reinforce that it's not by getting skinny
Right.
and like very quickly and in an unhealthy way.
Yes.
And actually, I'm going to sign up for that. And my final thoughts are bring it all back.
yeah,
I don't mind it. So similar to how you felt about
You like a toxic culture?
Felt about like food poison. I
Yeah.
feel like that about mind poison. Give
Okay.
me more psychological fuckery around what beauty is. Don't care.
yeah.
Love it. And honestly,
I think every generation has that though. It's just how it looks is different.
agreed.
You know what I mean?
And I
Like-
don't mind the Swan.
I mean, like I think you should mind the Swan.
I don't mind it because I think that those people signed up for it.
They didn't sign up. They didn't know it was going to be a competition, and then they didn't know what surgeries they were going to get. That seems to me like they were
That seems
forced.
crazy.
Express
fine.
surgeries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. we can
Express.
take-
It's so unhealthy to do that many surgeries in 2 weeks.
that is insane. Okay, fine. I take it back. I like the Swan for the moment in time that
Well, maybe
it
you
was.
like Extreme Makeover.
I think that's right.
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
think I ever saw that one though, so that's ironic. So
because
I need
that
to
one
go
is the one
there.
where they elected it, and then they chose what they thought was wrong with them, and then people helped them accomplish it.
So I need to reposition and go try to watch Extreme
Yes,
Makeover.
the Swan is so fucked up you can't take your eyes away. So I do understand that.
Yes.
It's that of it, like it lives in a place where I don't want to look away, but I know it's wrong.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. There was another show that I'm not going to go find it, but that was on. That was a makeover show that was also a competition, more like America's Next Top Model, but wasn't models.
I don't remember that.
I don't know what it was. I'll look it up. But I guess my final thoughts are I miss some of this stuff.
It was a really crazy sort of time for us to have all of this like fixation on makeovers and like getting prettier.
Yeah.
It was just like a weird time.
Well,
and we still have it. It's just not in the same way.
Yeah, we just care about
this was like
things.
super intense. And because I guess maybe we stream it all. Like now it's like you're tuning into ABC at 8 on Tuesdays to fucking watch bitches get cut up and compete with each other.
Get cut up. It sounds like they're getting in knife fights.
I mean, that could also be good entertainment.
I just found a Reddit thread. Do you think the Swan impacted your body image as a young woman? Should we start a class lawsuit? What are they called? Class action lawsuit?
Yes.
Wow.
Who exactly would we sue?
Fox?
Creators.
Okay, Brandon, final thoughts?
I got nothing. Didn't really watch any of this stuff.
Okay, thanks for showing up.
Cool.
No problem.
You cut that out too.
Yeah. Do we have anything left for this episode? Okay, so on that topic, I think we're done.
Yeah.
I feel like that was satisfying.
It really was.
I want to go get some plastic surgery
Seriously.
as a result of this.
Yeah.
Only a little bit, though. I don't want to go crazy. Just a little filler in the lips, a little tummy toque.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, till next time, we are the dustiest, crustiest, mustiest millennials you ever did see. Bye. Wait, by the way, we can watch after this the Swan Season 1, Episode 1 on YouTube, which we will be doing.
Okay.
So anyone who wants to join,
I'm like,
let us know.
I'm
what you
already
think.
scared.
I'm excited.
Next one,
Do you know
how do
to
I
get
look?
to YouTube?
Through the browser. that I'm on right now.
YouTube.com.
YouTube?
Utop.com. And maybe if we're really cool, we can find a way to webcast it on the TV.
Dude, I don't even want to get to webcasting.
I don't even know if that's the right word.
Chloe actually said to me yesterday, she was like, I got around, because she's in my Hulu, she's like, I got around changing your home location because I do it on my computer and then I just beam it to my TV. And I was like, I could never do that.
Honestly,
I would just
how
watch
do
it on
you
my
beam
fucking
it?
phone.
I watch everything on my phone, as
Yeah.
you saw last night as I was watching The Voice and playing a game.
Yeah, we were sitting next to Gina while she was watching TV on her phone.
Well, because you wouldn't put the real TV on, so that
Because it was 3 minutes. Why are we going
It
to get
wasn't. It
hooked?
ended up being 20. I know my kids. I knew this was going to happen.
Well, you should have said that from the jump instead of just in anger turning on The Voice and being like, fine.